what I want to ask you, man, is for those who they see the video of the guys' cell phones, and they're showing these guys in here balling in prison and having fun and stuff, and they think like it's almost like, oh man, it's not that bad in there. I want you to share, man, one a couple of things that you've seen in there, like something crazy that you witnessed in prison that people on the street just don't understand, because they think it's a joke. Oh, it's not that bad in there. I get me a package, man. I'll be up in there with my Jordans on, and I have my cell phone. I mean, these kids now, it's almost like a rite of passage, and they think it's like a party in there. And to think that you would rather go to that party than to actually stay on the streets and maybe attend a college or a trade school, you got to be a damn fool.
I'm gonna tell you two things. Not because we can go all day with the violence. The violence in itself is enough to prohibit anybody from going to prison. The stuff I seen, the stabbings, the locking the socks, the
I want you
fights.
to break down the situation for these kids and let them know how serious, because they think like something as serious as a basketball game going wrong, somebody can get killed.
Yeah, somebody can get killed. I didn't seen it. I didn't seen dudes get critically messed up, man, because of an argument on the basketball court. Especially when it's gambling involved. When you got your homeboys got a little soups and chips and wham-whams on the line, and somebody don't get a call that they like, miscommunication, somebody, because in prison, in Florida State Prison, pretty sure you did time in Arizona and Cali, right?
Yeah.
And feds.
Yeah.
Okay, so the term fuck nigga can get you killed.
Yeah.
So that word gets slung around, and you got some dudes that's so humble that they might not respond right then and there. They're going to get you when you're most vulnerable, when you're shitting. I done seen people get stabbed while they taking the shit. I done seen people get hit, locked in the sock. No, man, Big Hurt, I'm lying, I'm dying, brother. I done seen people get hit with a lock in the sock while they reading the Holy Bible, man. You making salat and somebody on your ass. This ain't no game. But besides the violence, Big Hurt, let's get on this. Let's play on the emotional a little bit. This is why I knew the violence, that's one thing. But this one, I said I couldn't come back to this. Two things, Big Hurt. There's two things. First one, when I was going through the maturation process of my prison journey, 26, 27 years old, developing as a man, conscious man, DOC like to hire young boys, 20, 21 years old. So when they empower these young boys, these young bulls that just started to let their nuts hang, have dominion over all these grown men, the ego go to setting in. So I remember I used to have dudes that's 20, 19, 21 telling me what to do. And looking at me with an ego, smirking. Yeah, I said it. And Big Hurt, like I say, man, I don't walk around like I could beat everybody. I'm not a gorilla. I never did my time like that. I don't operate here like that. But I know how to defend myself, and I ain't no beta male. I'm an alpha. I stand up with the biggest of them. Respectfully. But when I got a man that really don't understand the concept of life yet, don't even understand his strength or what it is to be a man, telling me when I can eat, sleep, or shit, or use the phone, bro, and dangle it in my face like a carrot, that ain't sit well with me. Because times and times, I just vision me just getting their neck and just ringing it. You know what I mean? Just showing you the brute strip of a real man. Stop fucking playing with me. You don't know what I've been through, what I experienced to be playing with me, boy. But guess what? They got the upper hand. I put my hands on it. It feel the emotions, the urge. It feels good at the moment, Big Hurt. Put my hands on them, beat them up, I do it. But then what's the ramifications? They get me in the box. They do me in, kill me, don't feed me. See, this is the thing y'all don't know about. I'm losing weight. You playing with my food, putting poison in my food. I die, you telling my family, oh, I committed suicide. See, I seen this shit, Big Hurt. This ain't something I'm talking, I read in the book. I seen this shit. I was in confinement, people going crazy. People getting their food played with. People ain't eating for fucking 5 days straight. Because they decided to put their hands on the CEO. Or they decided to rebel and buck the system. And the second thing, Big Hurt, I done seen numerous, and this is one of my biggest fears. I done seen numerous people lose their mom while incarcerated. And all they got was a call from the chaplain, brother. Hey, your mom passed. Sorry for your loss. Here go a tissue. But it's about to be count time in a little bit. You got to go back to your dorm. Come on, Big Hurt, man. I don't know how close you are with your mom and dad, Big Hurt, but whoever you was close with, you know damn well, Big Hurt. I don't know if you experience it. You lose somebody like that, that means something to you in prison, bro. It can be daunting, it can be life changing. And you used to get a call from the chaplain, and you got to go back to the dorm for count time. Right then and there, man, I knew prison wasn't for me. That was one of my biggest fears, man. I love my mama to life, but that was one of my biggest fears, Big Hurt. They getting the call from a chaplain saying that my mama deceased, and because of my charges, because I got a second-degree murder and attempt on robbery, I can't even attend my mom's funeral.
You know, my biggest fear was I would get in this situation, and because I knew how I carried myself, it would be a serious situation, and I would have to maybe kill somebody protecting myself, and I would never come home. And so that 10 years would turn into a life, or 30, whatever the case. I would have to fight my way out of that. So I wasn't trying to be soft, but I was, trying my best to avoid confrontation. And I would be playing more of a chess game than a checker game when I'm dealing with guys, because I knew it's not going to be no fade. I was in pretty good shape. I was a bigger dude. So it was going to be something with knives, and then it would turn ugly. And I didn't have any homies. See, a lot of people go to prison and they know people from the street. Oh, that's my homie from Utiwab. Oh, dude, I was on the street. I knew nobody from the street. I didn't see in my 8 years, 8 months, nobody from my hood, nobody that I kicked with from the town, none of that. And I didn't get no visits. So when you don't get visits for that long, you don't see nobody in your family, you kind of think about your purpose and how you treated people prior to getting locked up. And I couldn't get mad and blame people for not wanting to come way out into some desert to come visit me, because I put myself there. I didn't, they didn't volunteer for me to, to go and spend their weekends traveling and having to strip and go through the metal detectors and play these games to come see me for a couple hours and leave. So I really focused on, like you said, not coming back to a place like that, not, and dealing with the COs, like you said, you do something to them and easily, I'm like you, I've heard of a guy I had just talked to, and, 2 days later, they said he committed suicide. I'm like, it didn't make sense. I was just talking with this guy in a law library. So you have all these different things going on and you can't get no answers. And when you're in prison, if something happens to you, they call your family. That's it. The family don't get to see the body. There's no, it's your property of the state or the government. There's no autopsy to where they're going to go through and do all this investigation. If there's any, you might years later, if you fight, get some type of footage or get lucky if somebody's a whistleblower. But man, this is pretty much a wrap, and that's just that's your bye bye. So me, like yourself, man, I just prayed I didn't have to really get into a serious confrontation. And I just, meditated on being a better person, because to not, like I said, not see anybody from the street. And I've seen guys in there, some of these dudes are pieces of shit. And they getting visits by these raggedy broads, their homies. They're saying, I'm like, damn, they came all the way out here to see you. You was garbage. But they getting visits, you know? So it makes you think twice, man.